Hello everyone, my name is Victoria and I'm 1 year and almost 2 months old. I have a mom and dad and an older sister, Alexandra. We all live in Odessa, but it wasn't always like this. On February 24, 2022, I was still in my mother's womb. We lived in Kherson. A few days before the start of the war, she was registered at a pregnancy clinic. They were waiting for me. On the morning of February 24, I was awakened by strange noises. I had never heard such loud noises before. It turned out that mom and dad hadn't heard such noises either, because they were explosions. No one understood what to do next. Dad ran to get gas for the car and told mom to pack. She is 90, so she just dragged the mattresses and pillows out into the corridor. We began to wait. In the first days, the parents refused to believe that all this was real. On March 1-2, the city was taken by the enemy on tanks. In the morning, the story spread that the little girl was born at home because the doctors could not come to her mother because of the shelling and the interruption of communications. After that, my mother began to think that the same thing might happen to her, but she refused to leave. This is how our daily life began. We would stand in line for 4 hours at the pharmacy to buy vitamins for me. Sometimes they would search for vegetables all over the city. Then they would wait for several hours under the bakery for the bread to be baked. How delicious it smelled! Probably that's why I like buns and bagel the most now. Another 2 months of waiting passed, but the situation became even more complicated. The parents did not dare to leave. The road was getting harder and more dangerous every day. Mom started looking for doctors and medicine. At the ultrasound, doctors saw that I was spinning a lot, trying to hide when it was scary and getting tangled in the umbilical cord. The doctor gave my mother a day and time. On 22 of June, I, Victoria, was born, strong and free. On the third day, amidst explosions, we were allowed to go home quietly through the back door without ceremony or flowers. At home, we found a corridor decorated according to the principle of 2 walls, with a crib, a high chair, a baby carriage. In a strange way, all this was preserved by Sasha. There were almost no goods for children in the city. Artificial nutrition is worth its weight in gold. Volunteers helped. With great effort, they helped me to get a Ukrainian birth certificate and to bring it over the damaged Antonivsky Bridge. At that time, Ukrainian documents were already forbidden in Kherson. Other parents did not want. I was 2 months old when they decided it was necessary to leave. We got together and left. All the way my mother cried softly, or maybe the rain dripped on her face. I was asleep. Dad was silent and grumpy. I don't know, but most likely it was thanks to me that we made the way from occupied Kherson through Vasilivka to Zaporizhia in 1 day, through all the checkpoints in 1 day. It took a few more days to get to Odessa. It was Odessa because my parents wanted to be closer to home. And although our Kherson is already free, unfortunately, I have never been home. Adults say too dangerous. Although I think they just hide Sasha's toys from me.